he ain't using his brain. McGee's, he hasn't had a thought since 40. It's in me, brains, I won't. It's deranged, but they won't give it a thought through me in their brain. And if that's thus they think it's strange, they won't think twice if they don't have a brain. But welcome back to Stubbs the Zombie. Yeah, Stubbs the Zombie. So, in the last episode, we have managed to take down Herr Doctor. Make him scream for his life like a little bitch, yeah? We found out what caused our resurrection, and the game crashed on us again. Fun! But we are close towards...
Corporal, what the hell? Sir, we lost control, sir!
What the hell?
The zombies got in somehow! Boys!
Oh, shit. Right.
Are you gonna take that from these red bastards? Not! Oh! No!
Ow. Fucking sniper. Alright, let me just... Nope. You do not see me. You do not see the hand. The hand is not your enemy. Alright, let me see if I can't, get this snipey bastard off my fucking case here.
And will always lose to a ranged... Get off me! Get off my head!
There we go. Alright, so, now I have finally... Hey. Stop shooting my body. You're not allowed to do that. Okay, those are all civilians. You're dead. Alright, so I wanted to, talk about the weapons these fucking snipers have. So, what these guys have are M1 carbines, believe it or not. Not exactly the first choice you think of for a sniper weapon, but you may have noticed these unique scopes here. This was actually an experimental infrared night vision scope back in the 1950s. The Army was actually seriously considering adopting these for sniper duty. But, as with all overambitious ideas, the technology of the time just didn't allow that. It was bulky, it was fragile, it was way too fucking expensive. Seriously way too fucking expensive. And overall just didn't provide the kind of benefits that the Army was looking for, so they scrapped the process entirely. Now the idea of night vision scopes doesn't seem that far-fetched anymore, considering that, well, Battlefield has shown a couple of real-life ones and stuff, but yeah, back in the 50s, they were experimenting with night vision sniper scopes, and this was the result. You can kind of tell why it didn't work, or take off like it should have, but anyways, all these soldiers are dead, so... There we are. And now that the soldiers are dead, I've seen that there are a couple of businessmen.
There's one of those undead beasts!
Who need to get noshed on.
A dream! That's mighty unusual. I think we may have a zombie on our hands here.
Oh, you definitely do. Ah, brilliant. Oh, shit.
Surrender!
Not all the soldiers are dead. Oh, shit. Ah, yeah. No.
You wanna fight?
Yes, I know.
Sir,
regrow your hand like a fucking starfish. Curse you, muscle memory controls, screwing me over. Oh shit. Oh good, another private security guy.
Shoot him too, there's nothing left.
Oh, come on. This is quite ridiculous here. Not the most ideal spot, but fuck it. Oh, I managed to clear some people out. Actually, what if I,
Not so fast.
There we go! Oh, shit. Okay, so they can't be possessed for whatever reason. Who knew that a straw barber pack could be so resilient?
Time for some hand-to-hand.
Ah, great. Yeah, this is...
Kill me!
You got a hat.
Someone, please kill me!
Take some American leg.
You can do so too. Alright. Now where is the barbershop, asshole? Is he... Okay. Hello there, master. Have I done you well? Oh, I hear more gunfire going on here. Actually, okay, so that's... Is real something unorthodox, like circle or what have you? Oh, that just convinces people that you're one of them. No, there is no reload button. Kinda odd. Game without a dedicated reload button that has guns you can use. Maybe the hand isn't that complex. I don't know. Alrighty then. Thankfully we are getting close to the end of the game here.
What the?
There we go. Ooh, you have a bazooka.
Hey, that's my...
And you are completely inattentive to your surroundings. And so are you. No, 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 no. No, no. No. Give me your arm. Well, if you stop panicking, theoretically, yes, you could.
Oh God! Not like this! You cannibal!
Alright. And if I'm not mistaken, hopefully we don't come across... That's another tank. Yay!
Get off their ass and save this city! Locked and loaded. I see a zombie.
Fuck me.
They got me.
Oh, sweet. I did not know you could do that. I seriously didn't. Okay then. Pro tip for anyone that I have just found out. If you want to deal with the tanks faster, just fart. Man, that would suck if that were the case. Can you imagine if that were the case in real life? That'd be kind of scary, actually. All these billions of dollars spent on research and development, and apparently armored cavalry could be easily defeated if the enemy just has a significant quantity of Taco Bell beforehand. Yeah, thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great. He tastes just like you, only sweeter. Bad puns and song references. I could combine my two things in one. Yep. There you are. Yeah, I will admit, as jank as the controls are, it is fun to just drive around in a tank blowing shit up. But then again, that's because it's always fun to do that. We made an entire game around that, which I suck at, but it's still fun. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna World of Tanks. I enjoy playing World of Tanks when I get the urge for it, but I will happily admit I am absolute trash at it. Flowers and chocolates.
I see a zombie.
Surely the undead have... surely even the undead realize that chivalry is not dead. Whoa! Okay.
Zombie in range.
Oh, shit. Yep. Alright, if someone could just watch this over for me. Thank you.
That's how you're going to die. No quick and painless end for you. It's gonna hurt. You're going to little. Your sweet. The party will start when we tear out your
Oh, come on. God damn it. I was not planning for that because it seems like every time I die, the game has a fit. Although you just gotta love the fact that walking up to this final confrontation, what do you hear? A motherfucking barbershop quartet telling you how they're gonna kill you slowly and painfully. Only this game, man. Only this game. Don't. Okay, thank God. And the final confrontation is at hand.
Just another lovely day in Punch Bowl. Someone's gonna die.
Yeah, you can tell these guys are not fucking around anymore. You are literally storming the castle, and the castle is pissed at you.
Oh God! Not like this!
You are going to get fire from everywhere. There's private security all around, and they are kicking my ass right now. there are civilians to help you out, but, like I said, AI not so smart in this game. Unless you go into the bathroom. Actually... Oh, what the... Sir, I order you to stop firing your weapons so that I may ingest your cranial...
Stop that! I don't want to die this way!
Oh, but you will. Actually, one last thing before I wanted to do. I actually forgot to talk about this little fact in any of my previous videos. Believe it or not. Actually, let me pull it up here for a second. Hold on, I'll pause the game here. So, believe it or not, Stubbs the Zombie, when it was first released, actually got embroiled in a little bit of controversy. Believe it or not. So, what controversy exactly? I mean, it doesn't seem like something that would cause a lot of, someone to take issue with it. Well, apparently, it did. So the controversy in question was that in November of 2005, the NIMF, which is a now defunct advocacy group, you know, one of those really uber hyper, think of the children, happy go around censorship type of people, you know, back when those guys were thought of as the fringe lunatics they are, and companies told them to get bent instead of kowtowing to them. Anyways, basically, it was an advocacy group that they said was that they wanted to their entire mission was to, you know, get rid of the things that were harmful to the kids. Think of the children, don't you know? They actually took issue and umbrage with this game because they said that this game and the first Fear game, which came out in 2005 around the same time, they said that both of these games were responsible for promoting cannibalism in video games. I am going to let the stupidity of that sentence sink right in like it should. They were saying that this game was promoting cannibalism. You could not be more stupid than they tried. And what's worse is that Joe Lieberman, a Democratic U.S. Senator at the time, who has now since retired, actually said, and I quote, that it was the worst kind of message to kids, and furthermore, it can harm the entirety of America's youth. An M-rated game meant for people 17 and older, and this is... You see why I don't like government officials. But, Wideload actually responded to this controversy.
Back off, you! I'll never go to college.
In fact, I will actually post this on the video description when this live stream is over and it gets posted. But I will read Wideload's response to you, archived for the internet, for you to enjoy.
Oh, now it's your turn. All of my strength for naught.
So, this is what Wideload had to say about that ridiculous controversy. The current kerfuffle in the US media about Stubbs the Zombie can be summed up in one word: semantics. Stubbs, they say, is a cannibal. This is nonsense. As anyone with a working knowledge of cannibals can tell you, Stubbs fails all the classic litmus tests for cannibalism. He does not wear a bone through his nose. He does not help FBI agents track down serial killers. He has not written a cookbook. He is not named Jeffrey Dahmer. The list goes on and on. Stubbs is a zombie. Thus the title, Stubbs the Zombie. Zombies eat brains. That's what they do. Stubbs cannot just saunter into the cafeteria and order a plate of freedom fries. He has to fight for his meals. In fact, actual cannibals only make it harder for Stubbs to eat, which is why this cannibalism story is insulting as well as injurious. It's no surprise that the all-human media cartel resorts to distortions and name-calling. Their anti-zombie bias has been evident for decades, and Stubbs is just the newest target. If you're a thinking adult, you're probably ready to hear the other side of the story. You'll find it at Stubbs the Zombie and Rebel Without a Pulse in stores now for Xbox, PC, and Macintosh. Don't let the humanity-centric media tell you what to think about zombies. A free mind is a tasty mind. Greatest middle finger ever. How can you not respect the sheer amount of balls that Wideload had to do that? That's just something I wanted to point out, because that was the only other thing about this game that I forgot to talk about.
I don't care anymore! Ooh! I don't want to die this way!
Oh, shit.
Zombie!
Stop! Hey, stay! Away!
Oops. I am getting my ass kicked.
Who needs a gun?
Oh! There we go.
Pain! Damn it! There's another zombie!
Alright.
There's something like this.
Hold on a minute. There has got to be either someone I can nosh to get another... well, I need a couple people to nosh on to get gut grenades back at this point. But, yeah, this... See if I can...
No songs.
Ah, there we go. I don't know why it didn't do that didn't do it initially for some reason. How do you figure out the... Never mind. I have a ray gun and a jetpack, and I forgot which button I was supposed to not press. Well, at least he's taken care of.
Scum like you. It's gonna die.
Oh, that didn't work out like I thought it would.
Is that a zombie I see?
Oh shit! There's still quite a bit of them.
Oh!
Yeah, as you can tell, there is some difficulty in this final level. Okay. Oh, and I can take fall damage. Completely forgot about that. Fun times!
Get ready to fight! Oh, now it's your turn.
Get down here.
That's a zombie for sure!
There we go. And there. Much easier than last time. Alright. Now let's see if I can't give these guys a bit of a hand here.
Crushing my mind! I don't care anymore!
Oh, shit. Good war.
Use security!
Alright. Yeah, you're definitely going to want to abuse every power you have, because these guys, well, they hurt, they're tough, and they're not the kind to be fucked around with.
That's a zombie for sure! Who needs a gun when I can do this? Oh!
Come on. Never mind. Yeah, whistling to your... Come on. I can just never figure out how to whistle to your guys, so I'm just not gonna bother. They can just stand around like the numbskulls they are and just do whatever they want to do. But I can 360 no-scope these guys. In fact, that's probably what you want to do instead of just trying to go for the the difficult task
Stay
of
away!
taking these guys out. One, two, three,
Stop.
7
someone
hits.
kill it,
Good
please.
lord. Again, must be the barbershop outfits and the mustaches, because you can't wear a proper barber's uniform without a good mustache.
I've got it all worked out, dead man. Once I kill you, Maggie's heart will be mine. Oh, broads love it when you kill for them. Let's end this. Mono a mono, just you and me.
And me.
And me.
That one guy trying to take everything seriously and all his friends being
Who needs a gun when I can do this?
So yeah, another so-called
Don't
boss
need
encounter
one
that's
not.
not really all that much of a boss encounter.
Stay away! Ow! Oh! That hurt! Hey, stop! Hey! Ow!
Zombie!
How about this? I don't want to die this way!
That wasn't too difficult. Now let's go on to the final
Thank
encounter
you so
of the game.
much. Have a lovely day. Well, look who's come crawling back. Mr. I don't need a guide bot. I'm just going to run around eating brains so guide bot gets stuck answering phones. I was just chatting about you with the central computer for the U.S. military. Apparently there's an airstrike on the way, but I'm sure that wouldn't interest you. I'm heading out now. Beat the rush, you know. Would you be a dear and tell Mr. Monday he's got 5 minutes before the whole town goes up in smoke? Thank you so much. Don't hurt me. Don't eat my brain. It's all I've got. Help! Andrew! Somebody! Oh my... Those eyes. That nose. That tie.
Mother! Get back! That thing has destroyed my whole city, and I won't let him do the same to you.
Don't do this, Andrew.
Get out of the way, Mother!
I love that zombie.
Excuse me?
It was a hot summer night in 1933. I was just a girl. Yes? He was quite a man. I couldn't resist his charms. Everything was real sweet until Father died. Dragged my little Eddie out, and that was the last I saw of him. Until now. Father never told me what happened to him. But 9 months later, I had a little something to remember him by.
Are you telling me my daddy was a traveling salesman who eats brains?
Oh, Andrew, try not to be such a pill. Oh, Eddie.
Because of course you have to play the Romeo and Juliet love theme. It's considered it's mandatory by law. Although certainly a different way to end it, I will say.
You destroyed my city. You killed my family. And now I suppose you want to kill me. Well, go ahead. Go ahead and try, Dad!
Yes, here it is, the final confrontation with Andrew Monday.
You cannibal! That's mighty unusual. Let this be
This is another one of my least favorite parts of the entire game. Basically how this boss fight works is, yeah, he's got a force field, you gut bomb him, or at least gut bomb out a section to where you can,
You cannibal!
you only have to do it,
God, not like this!
completely take out one section, but it's still, not easy to do because, yeah, you can tell that it takes quite a lot of hits.
I'll blow you all!
So this fight ends up becoming pretty tedious, and those tracking, those tracking blasts can go, fuck off and die.
Oh, someone kill it, please!
Oh God!
On the higher difficulties, this section definitely takes fucking
I don't need shields anyway.
There we go.
You're the one who needs shields.
Hey-ya! Oh no!
Did I just take out a... Yeah, I did. And as you can probably tell, these shields rotate at different speeds in different directions, so the timing is crucial and also very annoying. So what I would recommend is to find a way to take out 2 of these sections at a time instead of 1 section at a time, just so you've got a better surface area to work with, and you are not...
Is my middle name.
Yep. Ow, 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 ow! Come on. Regen, you undead bastard.
Cannibal!
There we go. Oop.
What?
Oop.
Oh, sweet.
All of my strength for naught!
Come on. Where is the... There we go. Alright, one more hit, and we are finally done.
Over there!
Actually...
This
Oop.
is meant to be a dream!
Let me see if I can. Will my head do anything? Let's find out. I don't think I've tried this boss fight before. Definitely did something. Actually did a little bit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
How'd you like this?
Security too much because your guys can easily handle it. Just worry on this. There we go.
You'll never get to me. Never.
A zombie!
Oh shit. Okay. No. No. Stop chasing me around, goddammit.
Everything is a threat! How'd you like this? Oh, hey,
There we go.
stop! Hey! Oh
no!
Let's go!
You don't see me? I did not realize that they would spawn the laser rocket guys soon enough. Usually the fight's over, isn't it?
Someone's gonna die!
Yep, and it's not gonna be me! Come on, come too far now,
That's my
and I am not going to be taken out by a guy in a frickin' barber's outfit.
Not like this!
Sure!
Ah, come on.
Someone's gonna die!
There we go.
It's eating my brain!
There we go. And there we go. With that done, Andrew Monday is defeated. see, at the end, it was all just a heartwarming romance story. I'm actually not going to say anything during the credits because I just want you all to enjoy the music.
I've never been to Paris, I've never been to Rome. The outside world's not what I'm thinking of. I'm happy just to stay in my new futuristic home. 'Cause Punch Bowl's where I want to fall in love. Friends will talk of travel and places that they've been. I act as if I care to be polite. I wonder if they'll ever know the wonders that I've seen in Punch Bowl, where my lover keeps me warm at night.
You can feel the magic when you walk down any street. The smiles of cheer that will appear on everyone you meet. When everything is automatic, you'll always find yourself ecstatic. Then true love will make your life complete. Don't ask me if I'm staying, I never want to leave. This city's built to fit me like a glove. Now every day's a holiday, each night is New Year's Eve. 'Cause Punch Bowl's where I want to fall in love. 'Cause Punch Bowl's where I want to fall in love.
Slow, grim, and grisly, that's how you're going to die. No quick and painless end for you. It's gonna hurt. You'll go little by little in the sweet by and by, in the sweet by and by.
The party will start when we tear out your heart and flay your flesh to ribbons. We'll break all your bones, we'll stomp on your stones and feed them to a pack of rabbit gibbons.
A celebration of amputation, annihilation is sure. Your end is near, you'll disappear. We'll make this city secure. Slow, grim, and grisly, it's only apropos. There's no escaping destiny. There's no escape. Slow, grim, and grisly is the way you're going to go. Gonna die real slow.
So that was the thing. Actually, in the original Xbox version, this song that we'll be playing right now would be the Lonesome Town cover that we heard in the dance song. So if it's just going to replace it with generic music, I actually will give my thoughts a little bit. So, playing this game again on modern systems. What do I think of it now? Well, despite the bugs and the crashing and... oh god, the crashing. I actually, I still really enjoy this game, I'm not gonna lie. But, I will say that it feels like it's from 2005. This game hasn't aged the best for certain. There are quite a lot of things that I find wrong with it. Definitely I think that the graphics themselves just can't cut it. I love the art style of the game. The art style is fantastic, but as far as the actual textures themselves, they look really dated. What else do I not like about it? And I'm kind of sick of hearing that. And I want to give my thoughts more clearly. The controls do feel pretty clunky in certain sections, especially if you're piloting vehicles. This is the point where the Halo, where you could tell the Halo engine was never meant to be used except as a standalone engine, and it shows. For the most part, when you're actually doing zombie shit, the controls feel fine, if a little bit tanky, but there are certain sections where they betray you, whether from delayed button inputs, just weird kind of and that sort of thing. What else can I fault this game for? Most of the time I love the sound design, but you can tell this is a 2005 game because of the fact that certain voice clips tend to loop quite a bit. Again, not a problem when it comes to the civilians screaming for their lives, but when it comes to the zombies, it just gets really infuriating to listen to. I'm not gonna lie. And as far as some of the sections in this game, I didn't like them back then, and playing through this, I really don't like them now. I honestly do think that the first half of the game, from when you rise out of the ground to when you confront Otis on the farm, is the best half of the entire game. And then after that, it starts to fall apart because the game keeps throwing more and more, I don't know if you would classify it as bullshit. I guess you could if you were feeling really, really ungenerous. But it feels more frustrating because you're dealing with a lot more difficulty spikes and challenges. It's not so much that the difficulty gradually climbs. It's that it gradually climbs, and then all of a sudden it just shoots off like a fucking rocket. It's really those later stages just don't cut it, especially because a lot of the humor ends up dying down as a result. The visual art style just looks kind of muddy and gray and loses a lot of its unique touches. And overall, it just feels like the game is starving you for a lot of opportunities to really perform. That being said, however, despite all my misgivings with it, I love this game. I still love it. I love the writing in this game. It's fantastic. It tells a really kind of nice story in its own right, but with all the homages and parodies of 1950s cult horror films, the 50s aesthetic in general, and just the great dark crude sense of humor it has. This game still is really fucking funny to me. And the sheer creativity of it I can't deny as well, because there are just so many scenarios you would not think of other than this game, other than the guys who made it could have thought of. So it never feels boring or stale, and to a certain degree. I will admit it does get a little repetitive, but not to where you're like, okay, I want to stop playing. The gameplay is still really nice and tight and solid, even if it is a little bit dated. It's always fun to just eat brains and use your powers and get to do all the things that you do, and just the wide variety of it all. The soundtrack is still fantastic. I'm kind of disappointed that Aspyr didn't utilize the full licensed soundtrack like they did in the original games. I don't know if that's just because of copyright issues or what, but with the cop rock section in particular, with the dance-off battle, fantastic soundtrack. Go listen to the soundtrack on Spotify. Go do it. Stop watching the stream and go listen to it right now. You're not going to regret it. And overall, you know, there's just such a great... and I still really enjoy it because there's no other game like it, except maybe Destroy All Humans. Stubbs is just its own thing, and it holds, you know, that special place to me. And I'll actually tell you a story about this game holding a special place to me, because I think it's really important to understand why I am such a big fan of this game despite its problems. Okay. And this is actually really personal for me. So I encountered Stubbs back in 2004 in a official Xbox magazine spreadsheet. This was when the game had first just been announced and they were showcasing the police station level. Stubbs scared me when I was a kid. I was 8 years old at the time. And when I was 8, from 8 years old up until probably when I was 13, zombies just scared the living shit out of me. They just did. I just did, like, zombies always freaked me the fuck out. They just there was just something about them that I just really had a visceral fear of. And that visceral fear extended a lot to Stubbs as well, because I didn't think the game was like a dark comedy. I just thought it looked fucking terrifying, you know, when I was 8 years old. And throughout, for the longest time, this game was kind of an albatross around my neck as far as my fears were concerned. It kind of manifested itself into that thing that I just would never get over. It scared me so bad. It scared me so bad. So fast forward to 2010, 6 years later, and I'm 14 years old, just about ready to go into high school. And at the time, I bought an original Xbox from a shop. I was living in Virginia at the time, and I bought an original Xbox from like a little game and movie shop that I used to go to all the time. It's probably closed now, but Extreme Media. I really liked that place a lot. So I buy an original Xbox with a couple games on it that I never got to try before, because hey, I have an original Xbox, and at the time I didn't have good internet, so I didn't have the opportunity to do backwards compatibility and all that. So I had GameFly, and this was around the time, like, you could tell this was kind of the time of the end of the 6th generation. The early 2010s was kind of like the swan song for cheap, affordable 6th generation games and consoles besides the PlayStation 2. This was like the last couple years before GameStop stopped carrying PlayStation 2 and GameCube and Xbox games. It was the last year before the GameCube and Xbox games in particular really started to skyrocket in price. And this was at the time when GameFly, which I'm still subscribed to now, still had original Xbox games you could rent without having to wait, you know, days, months, years on end in order for them to become available again. And I saw that Stubbs was available on GameFly. So I decided at 14, I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to conquer my fears now. I'm going to rent this game. You know, let's see if this is really as bad as I thought it was when I was a kid. Or when I was younger, I should say. And I loved this game so much. I thought it was funny. It was really unique. It was really inventive. It came at just the right time for me, I think, because it really started to appeal to what would eventually become my sense of humor. As you guys, as anyone who's watched my videos probably knows what that's like. And I think it was important for me to play it because it helped me conquer this kind of ridiculous fear that I had about this game for such a long time. And that's the thing that I really wanted to do about it and to play, is that had I not conquered that fear of this game when I was 8 years old, I don't think I would have had one of my favorite games, certainly one of my favorite cult games of all time, and I certainly wouldn't have had the balls to live stream this until now. And I didn't think this would be a game when I could live stream, because I just didn't think that it had that big of a following, or that there was enough of a following for it to justify a modern re-release. Which I'll get into that a little bit, but that was important for me, and I think it's important for me to talk about that because with the way that the world is going, there's so much emphasis. Be afraid all the time, fear this, fear that, fear whatever. We need you to run on fear. We need you to be scared all the time. That's not going to get you anywhere in life if you're scared all the time. That's not going to get you anywhere if you're fucking cowering every time something comes up. Sometimes fear is justified. Sometimes fear is irrational, and sometimes we can't fully conquer it. Because we'll always have some sort of fear, but to live in fear all the time and be afraid of stuff, kind of innocuous like I was when I was younger, it's just not the best way to live. So, for me, playing this game was important because it allowed me... Playing this game when I was 14 was important because it allowed me to squash the fears that I had when I was 8 years old and finally get over this kind of like monkey off my back. Now, though, that I'm 24, almost 25 this year, God, I'm old, and I finally have the chance to play this game. I wanted to play this game mainly just to show how much I fucking love this game. Because this game meant a lot to me, and I hope that me playing through this can show that, and hopefully you can pick up this game yourselves, Hopefully you can play through what I played through. Hopefully you can experience what I did. Because, I really like this game a lot, and if other people can watch these streams and be like, hey, I really want to play this game too. I want to see what this guy's on about. You know what? Good for you. If you don't like it, that's fine. I completely understand why you wouldn't like it. But if you manage to somehow fall in love with it like I have, that brings me so much joy inside. So that's why I wanted to do this playthrough more than any other. Now, as far as the remastering side of it is concerned, enough of my personal gushing. I'm kind of split because on the one hand, $20 for this game on, Switch or PS4 or Xbox One or Steam, go for it. $20 is nothing. The only thing I would say is that it's a little bit on the short side. You can beat this game in 5 hours, maybe 3.5 hours. 8 if you're having difficulty, and there's apparently an achievement trophy for beating it in under 2 hours, which I'm going to attempt to do on my own spare time because I really want to 100% this. So other than it being a little bit short and having nothing to offer besides couch co-op, maybe $20 is a little bit high and excessive, but I still think it's good value for money. But I'm not going to lie here. Part of me does wish this wasn't just a remaster. Or like a straight port or what have you, since I don't really think it's remastered in like a really kind of, fucking extensive way. There we go. God, my brain fucking... Anyways, part of me wishes this wasn't a remaster. Part of me wishes this was a full-on remake like they gave to Destroy All Humans. I really do want this game to be remade. Not because I think it's a bad game. Far from it. But I want to see this vision brought and updated to life. I want to see kind of like a more realistic... I want to see more realistic graphics that still keep the kind of cartoony art style and the Art Deco vision, but really bring it more to life and make it more exaggerated. I want to see, improvements to the gameplay. With fixing some of the issues with powers and the repetition of sound effects and what have you. I want to see this updated with more modern and fluid controls to really make it feel more tight and solid, goddammit, while still retaining the charm that it has. Kind of go the Destroy All Humans route, where, you you keep the script, you keep the original voice lines, you keep the humor and the charm that the game has. You just update it with gameplay tweaks here and there, more modern controls, updated visuals, that sort of thing. Because I really think that this game deserves a remake, a proper remake, if for no other reason than just to bring it to a newer audience. And I'm glad this game is brought to a newer audience who didn't have the opportunity to play it when it originally came out, or just didn't have the resources necessary to play it, before it got remake Destroy All Humans. And if they could remake, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, why not remake this game? Now granted, those are like THQ properties, basically, and THQ's got a lot more money than Aspyr, I imagine, or whatever passes for THQ now, but still, I wouldn't mind to see this game being remade. Maybe set up a GoFundMe or whatever to make it possible, but I'm still happy that this game is on modern consoles. I'm still happy that newer people can experience this game, and old fans like me can just have a little bit of nostalgia trip without having to scour for eBay trying to find one that isn't going to cost an arm and a leg and a kidney to buy. So, that's it. But that was Stubbs the Zombie Remastered. Hopefully, I've gone on quite enough lot, but hopefully you all enjoyed this playthrough, these live streams, what have you. I really had fun live streaming this game because I really did enjoy live streaming this game, and I just had a lot of fun with it, and hopefully that fun comes out into my playthrough, and hopefully you guys will go out and buy this and pick it up and maybe try it out for yourselves and see what you think. I would really love to know. But yeah, that's it for this playthrough. Actually, kind of one of my shorter ones, but this kind of short game. So, but I'm glad it is. So, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked all of this, shut up. Apply. There we go. If you liked all this, there's my YouTube channel right there. As far as future plans, don't really know. I'm still going through the pipeline. When I get a PS5, I'm definitely going to live stream Resident Evil 8. If not, just live stream it on the PS4, despite it not looking nearly as good. But that's what you have to do if you got to do it. But that's the only thing I've got in the pipe works. Everything else is just kind of up in the air. So, but anyways, thank you all so much for watching. And as always, take care, and I will see you all next time when I eventually rise from my grave as well. So, see you then. Take care, everyone. Cheers.